This meeting of the City of Eureka Springs City Council will come to order. Madam Clerk, when you get ready, establish a quorum, please.
Okay, Dean Kirkpatrick.
Here.
James DeVito.
Here.
Ken Pownall.
Here.
Laney Balance.
I'm here.
Parker Raphael.
Here.
Butch Berry.
Here.
Okay, we have a full quorum. Everybody rise for pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Play ball.
All righty. Next on the agenda is approval of agenda. Second?
Second.
Made and seconded. Any discussion, deletions, additions? Mr. Pownall.
Under unfinished, number 5, based on the email, I propose we postpone that till the next meeting on the 15th of September.
Second.
Okay. We had a request from Ms. Grinnell that we postpone until November the 3rd.
Oh, November the 3rd?
That's what I
Okay.
have a note here for.
For when?
November the 3rd.
Oh.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. You want to make that motion?
Make a motion we postpone it to November 3rd per the applicant's request.
Second?
Second.
Is that a second, Doc?
Second.
Oh, Raphael, okay. Any further discussion on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. What else?
I'd also like to see her application for parks postponed. I was trying to be considerate not calling, and my procedures kind of slowed me down also, so I'd like to postpone that to next meeting.
Just a second?
Second.
Any discussion on it?
Which item is this?
Put on this for now for parks.
What was the reason again for postponement?
Discussion with her wasn't, I personally didn't have the time to, with her situation and mine, to talk to her as we have been requested to do. I had several pertinent questions I wanted to ask her.
Okay. Motion made and seconded. Okay, yeah, we'll get this second. Okay, the motion to postpone nomination for Ms. Grinnell for Parks, made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Now,
No.
Butch, what's
4-2.
yours?
No.
So it's 3-3?
Okay, did you want it postponed until she got back?
till the 15th, if that was when she was going to be available.
Yes.
4-3.
She's not going to be available to do anything. Okay. Also, is there any others on the agenda? I have 2 here I need to get y'all with. On unfinished business number 11, it reads multifamily dwellings appendix ordinance number 2124, second reading. It should read 2142, so everybody change it on there. And also under new business number 5 is resolution 586 on the Fireman's Pension Board.
We're moving that from the commissioner reports.
Both. Keep both.
Is that the same one?
Yes, but 2 components.
Yeah, 2 separate.
Okay.
Any discussion? Okay. No further motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda is approved.
Thank you.
Okay. Approval of the minutes for August the 17th, 2011.
Move to approve the minutes of August 18th.
Is there a second?
Second.
Made and seconded. Discussion. Mr. Pennell.
Just a clarification on page 2 under Yellow Bag Research Committee. I don't want to take my Honorable Mr. Berry's steam, but I don't think I proposed corrective action. I think it was Mr. Berry that recommended that we correct it. But if he doesn't want to take the credit, I'll leave it the way it is.
All right. Motion to amend the Yellow Bag Committee comments.
Are you in agreement?
Sure.
So you suggested?
Saying it.
Ms.
I don't have
Bowles.
my minutes in front of me.
Yes.
Yeah. Printed out the
Under
wrong set of
approval of the
minutes.
minutes from August 4th, 2011, we have here, Mayor Pate said he wanted the reference to malfeasance and grand theft auto. I would like to add illegal exaction. So maybe it could read malfeasance, comma, illegal exaction, and grand theft auto.
Is that stated?
Actually, grand theft auto was actually stated outside the meeting. It was while we were on the recess. Illegal, it was actually malfeasance and illegal exaction that was said at the table.
Okay. Whatever the
Wait
record
a
says.
minute. Wait a minute. Where are we? Okay. So this needs to say,
Malfeasance and illegal exaction. That's what was said at the table.
thank you.
And on page 4, under number 5, discussion of independent forensic audit. We come down here and it says, when Ms. Balance asked about parking meters, I would like that to be a little more clear. I would like to say to the effect of, when Ms. Balance asked if parking meters have any mechanism to track deposits, to track money deposited in them.
Yeah, I think you said chips.
Sure, chips, paper
Yeah,
trail,
I think chip was the
tape.
word.
However you would like, if you'd like to look at it. But actually, I asked if the parking meters have any chips or tape to track the money that's deposited in them. I would like that to be reflected in the record, please.
Any further? Okay. Motion to approve the minutes is amended for August the 18th, 2011.
So moved.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
We can only have 4 voting for because 2 people were gone.
That's not
If they
so.
want to.
They can vote for
Yeah,
it.
they voted.
I
No,
am not
they-
sure. If you're not here,
No,
I
but they
think
may
if
have
you,
watched it
if
on
you
tape.
They
read
watched
them,
them.
if you had them before that, you can read them and still
Yeah,
approve.
they may have watched it on tape. They don't have to recuse themselves because of that.
Yeah. As long as they had them before the meeting, they had a chance to go through them, I think. they should.
so we have, so the vote is what?
6-0 by my count.
6-0.
Okay.
Okay. Minutes are approved for 18th. Next on line is Commission Committee Authority Reports and Vacancies. We have 2 gentlemen in the hallway of the Fireman's Pension Board. Diana, get those. Maybe Mr. Much and Mr. Walker. Hey, guys. I think you're a little taller than that. Go ahead.
We're here to ask you to pass a resolution so that the pension board for the retired firemen in Eureka can receive a raise. It's required by the Pension Review Board in Little Rock. And we're here to answer any questions you might have.
Mr. Raphael?
Why is the word risk in here twice in this resolution? What is the risk?
It's a good question. The pension board will only approve what the actuary says that this fund is sound in order to pay. One person explained the risk to me is if there were additional firemen retired after the actuarial study was done, which doesn't apply to us because the fund is closed, there will be no more retirees. in,
You would run out of money. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Balance?
What is the pension review board ruled for?
that calls for you all to pass a resolution before they will take a look at our request for a benefit increase.
Okay, do you have any supporting documentation for this so we can kind of get a little background on it?
Did you bring a copy?
Got some information.
Okay, you want to do this now, or you want to wait till it comes up on under new business?
Either way, but since I
Okay,
really haven't had a chance to research it, I
Are they local?
can't,
Yes.
can't possibly make an informed decision tonight.
It does not cost the city any money. That's an important thing for you to know.
That it doesn't cost the city any money might be a good thing.
It comes right out of the pension fund, which is
This 804 is what is referred to when the actuarial.
Yeah, it's administered under
Yeah.
Lockheed.
Yes.
Say that, okay? Go ahead and tell the council that, because they may not know that it doesn't affect the city fund.
It doesn't, go ahead, Tom. No, the increase of this pension does not affect any city funding whatsoever. It's totally funded already. In other words, there's no new money. We're not asking for any money from the city. Just that you pass the resolution to where we can actually apply for the raise, in the pension fund. But and they do an actuarial before any raise is given. And they will only give the raise as to what the fund, will support. So, we're going to, this is the second time, I guess, since we've been appointed as a board that we've requested an increase. We started out, excuse me, at like $35 a month. And it's a little bit more than that. That's $150 is what it is right now. But, the fund will support it, or we wouldn't be requesting it. And it will not cost the city anything.
the December 31st audit showed that the fund was overfunded by 18%.
18%.
So this is money that's just sitting there and doing no one any good. Might as well be out in the pockets of the pensioners.
Any other question? Mr. Pano?
Well, I realize that the resolution is further down the list, but I think even though there isn't money, there's some words in here that I have some concerns with. Again, I believe that it was mentioned earlier, the risk and understanding what the risk involved with an alternate cash flow method with a pension this small. Is this the time to get the answer? Do we just need to? Are they going to be here for the resolution discussion?
Are you all going to be here for the resolution?
And we can if need be.
Okay.
We hadn't planned on it,
Okay.
but we can if need be.
If y'all want to tell the council who prepared this, might ease their minds a little bit.
Taylor Adams, right?
Procedural question.
Yes, sir.
Can we suspend the rules and move that item to now while they're here? Can we read it and discuss it?
You making a motion?
Make a motion to suspend the rules and move item 5 under new business to this point in the agenda.
Second.
Made and seconded. Any discussion on that? Okay. We have a roll call vote. Working with the rules suspension.
That was to read and discuss, not approve.
Anytime you suspend the rules,
We want her to have a roll call vote on this one since it involves a big sum.
Okay.
I believe this is the one Alan typed up, isn't it?
I think Alan did type that
Alan Epley.
with help from our financial advisor, Merrill Lynch, Taylor Adams.
Dr. Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mr. Pownell?
Yes.
Ms. Balance?
Yes.
Mr. Raphael?
Yes.
Mr. Berry?
Yes.
Okay, gentlemen.
Motion carried. Okay. Motion to discuss.
Motion to read and discuss resolution for Pension Review Board 04.
Second?
Second.
Okay.
The resolution number is 586, adopting the Pension Review Board Rule 4. Whereas the local fire pension board has passed a resolution adopting the Arkansas Fire and Police Pension Review Board Rule number 4, and whereas this allows pension plans with less than 50 participants to utilize the alternate cash flow projection valuation method of determining actuarial soundness, and whereas the City Council of the City of Eureka Springs, along with the local fire pension board, certifies to the Arkansas Fire and Police Pension Board Review Board its understanding of Board Rule number 4 and the risks involved with a small group, and certifies its understanding of the risk involved with an alternate cash flow method. Now therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that the council hereby approves the utilization of Board Rule number 4 for the local firemen's pension fund.
Mr. Pownell?
Question on the third whereas. It talks about this being the local fire pension board, and then it goes and talks about certifies that the Arkansas Fire and Police Pension Review Board, and then it goes back to local fire. Is that the correct verbiage?
Yes.
It sounds like in the first whereas it's the Fire and Police Pension Review Board rule, and then it has to do with the local fire pension board, and then it goes back to the Arkansas Fire and Police Pension Review Board. Okay, thank you.
Any further? Okay.
Move to approve as read.
Motion made to approve as read. Is there a second? Made and seconded? Voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'll abstain.
5-1.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, take care, guys. Thank you for showing up.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Okay, planning, I think Beverly's here somewhere out in the hallway. Are you here with Beverly? She's right
Yeah,
there.
I couldn't possibly go for it without understanding it.
Probably locked. Yeah, tear it off the hinges.
It almost worked.
Thank you. Your planning commission is working hard. We're right now working to on an ordinance to protect our handicap parking spots for the handicap. We are updating our rules and regulations, and right now we're just in the research stage of looking at landscaping ordinances from Franklin, Tennessee, and other places that have wonderful landscaping. And also, hopefully, on the 13th, we will have the changes in the sign ordinance, those codification changes that needed to be made, and bring that back to you. That's it, unless you have any questions.
Any questions? Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Malone. This is our new CAPC director for those that haven't met him yet, Mike Malone. I don't know that it'll stretch it for me. So.
All right. Number one, thank you for
He's okay. He's loud enough.
having me here this evening. It's been a very exciting time at the CAPC during the past month. I was able to assume the position as executive director August 1st. We've made a lot of accomplishments just in a short period of time. We are shortly unveiling the brand new website. We hope that we have it up by next week. We're dealing with some technical issues. Putting 250 properties in is a daunting task, and we're working aggressively to get that done. The other things that we're doing right now is preparing for the final and fourth quarter of the year in terms of advertising and promotion. This should be a very dynamic quarter for us. We're very excited about it, and we've also started the first phase of what we look to be a 5-year plan that will take us all the way into 2016 and beyond. We have a number of festivals, a number of events, a lot of promotions that are coming under our purveyance right now, and we're moving ahead aggressively. Probably the biggest change is that we have been able to update some of our equipment. We've gone to a new computerized billing system. We're moving from Peachtree accounting into QuickBooks accounting, and it's going to certainly streamline the process for us to be able to go ahead and get accurate financials out. So we've made some pretty significant changes within the CAPC in terms of being able to be state-of-the-art, and we're very excited.